Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPLElmer, and today I'm going to be going through my Matchday 5 team selection, together with my Matchday 4 team review, and as well as some transfer thoughts for Matchday 5. But before we get into that, I'd like to thank you all guys for the continued support on the channel. We're now pushing for 700 subscribers before the end of the year. So if you're new around here and you're enjoying the content, make sure you subscribe, and if you're a regular viewer as well, make sure you leave a like, and make sure you hit that button so don't miss any content going up on the channel. And not wasting any much time, let's get straight into it. So first, I'm going to start off with my match day 4 team review. We managed to score 63 points, and I think we picked up a green arrow, apart despite the fact that we scored less than in match day 3, which was really impressive. So usually we had the Atalanta keeper who managed to keep a clean sheet, 6 points. Grimaldo and Kubashi did not perform. Schlotterbeck, Dortmund kept a clean sheet, so 8 points. Kimmich, I think, got a lot of ball recoveries, already get an assist, 6 points. Gittens blanked despite having an easy fixture. So did Vart, and so did Yamal, also blanking. Foden managed to score a goal, 8 points. Lewandowski, I think, scored a brace, 20 points, and Harry Kane managed to get an assist, 5 points. Out of the team for match day 4, performed not good, but it wasn't bad. 63 points is still decent. I can't even remember who was on the bench. But I don't think anyone on the bench really performed. That's why they're on the bench, of course. So that was the team for match day 4. Hope for that match day 5 we can be able to improve. So let's look at what match day 5 has in store for us. So this is how much the 5 is going to be looking like. Going to be having Kobel in there against the Dynamo Zagreb. One of the easiest fixtures on paper, but we also in match the 4 the way Dortmund looked a little bit shaky, but they just won, I think, 4-0 in the league the previous this weekend. And yeah, I'd expect them to be able to keep another clean sheet. I'm not sure if Kobel is back yet. I'm not so sure. He was not available for match day 4. That's something I should check. But I know that he's going to start, I hope that he's fit, was going to keep a clean sheet. Then we have the Atalanta keeper. I'm not saying Atalanta keeper. I cannot mention his name. I don't want to butcher his name. So I'm just going to say the Atalanta keeper. They play young boys as well. I hope Atalanta have been flying in the league. They've been looking very good in the Champions League as well. So that can be able to continue that fine form. How that are going to be able to keep a clean sheet in that fixture. Then you have Rico Lewis against Feyenoord. I don't think he's going to start, and I can transfer him out for a -4. But I can just not use my 2 free transfers at the moment. I'm thinking of doing a -4, but for now we're going to keep him in the team. I hope that he's going to be able to perform. I hope he's going to be able to start against Feyenoord, but Man City look very bad. They look very poor, so maybe it's time to consider going for another defender in there. Then we have Schlotterbeck against Dynamo Zagreb. That's the same as Kobel. That's a clean sheet, will be very much appreciated, and a lot of ball recoveries as well. Then we have Grimaldo, but they are going to be playing Salzburg. I expect a very good game. They just scored 5 goals in the league, but they conceded 2 goals. So looking a little bit shaky for clean sheets, but I hope that for his attacking returns, he can be able to get some attacking returns against an easy opponent on paper. Then you have Lucadin against Juventus. I know he's not played back-to-back fixtures in the Champions League, but he did not start in game week 12 in the Premier League. So I'd expect him to start against Juventus. A very tough fixture for Aston Villa. So I expect some attacking returns if possible. I'm not so sure they're going to keep a clean sheet, so attacking returns will be very much appreciated. Then we have Barsi finishing off the team from Barcelona. They're going to be playing Brest in there, but I think they did not look. They considered 2 late goals against Celta Vigo in the league, but I'd expect them to be able to perform and come back. I'm not so sure if he's injured or not. Again, that's something I should check, but I think he's going to be playing. Now he's going to be able to keep a clean sheet. I think he played in the league, so I hope he's going to keep a clean sheet against Brest, who have been high flying. To be fair, And yeah, that's something that's going to be an interesting match. That's the goalkeeping and the defending department. Looks pretty solid. Maybe I could make a few changes here and there, but for now, that's how it's going to look. Now let's move on to the midfielders. So this is how the midfield is going to be looking like. Going to be having the Celtic midfielder in there. He scored 16 points in match before, and I think at his price at 4.5 million, I think it's a bargain, and I think it's someone I'd want to have in my team as I'm going to be playing a relatively easy fixture in Club Brugge, but I hope that he's going to be able to perform and just the same score as match day four. And I've gone for a slight differential in him as well. So yeah, hope he performs and hope the differential pick plays turns out to be good. And then we have Gittens against Dynamo Zagreb. He looked very, very good in their Bundesliga match. I think he managed to score a goal, so he can able to continue his good scoring form in against Dynamo Zagreb and be able to perform. Then we have Vats against Salzburg. Hope that Bayer Leverkusen will not rotate. I think they need some points in the Champions League, so I think they're going to play their strong team and against a relatively weak Salzburg team. Hope that Bayer Leverkusen can be able to perform and hope that Watts will be able to perform as well. Then we have Foden against Feyenoord. Matchday, as I mentioned, have looked very, very poor in the league, and especially Foden, who looked very, very bad against Spurs in match day 12 in the Premier League. So I hope that I can be able to carry his good form in the Champions League. I think he's been scoring in the Champions League, so I hope that he can be able to continue his good form against Feyenoord. Then we have Rafinha finishing off the team, who's going to be coming in for Yamal, because Yamal is going to be injured. He's going to be out for the Brest game. That's why I've transferred him to Rafinha, and also as well as transferred Kimmich to the Celtic guy. I'm not saying the Celtic guy's name because I don't want to butcher the name as well. So we have those are the two transfers I've made, and I'm thinking of going for a -4 for Rico Lewis to someone else, or keep Kimmich and just transfer out Rico Lewis for another defender so as to avoid a -4. But for now, I'm leaning towards the -4 because I think I'm so clear in points, so I don't think the -4 will affect me as much. So let me know in the comments if you'd do the -4, which is Kimmich, the Celtic guy, Yamal to Rafinha, Enrico Lewis to another defender, or you'll just keep Kimmich and do Yamal to Rafinha, Enrico Lewis to another defender. Let me know down in the comments. I'm also going to be putting a poll on Instagram. Let's down in the description if you want to get involved. So that's the midfield. Now let's look at the forward line. So this is how the forward line is going to be looking like. Going to be having Harry Kane in there against PSG. Not an easy fixture, but PSG have been looking very, very poor in the Champions League, conceding a lot of goals. It's not the Liga and mates, so yeah, it's going to be tough for them. And I hope that Harry Kane can be able to continue his goal scoring form. He scored a hat trick on Friday, and he looked really, really good. I know he scored two penalties, but he still looked really, really sharp in front of goal, and so that's why Harry Kane is in there. Then you have Haaland against Feyenoord. I know maybe it's time to move on from this guy. He's performing really, really poor. I don't think he scored a goal in a while. He just scored in the Nations League against a relatively poor team. He was not he's going to be back. He's going to be having his goal scoring boots in. But I'm going to be having him against Feyenoord. That was going to be able to perform. Then finishing off the team, we're going to be having Lewandowski against Brest. So I hope that Lewandowski can be able to perform just the same as match day four. And I think he scored in the league as well against Celta Vigo. So can be able to continue his goal scoring form as well. So that's the team for match day five. Looks pretty solid, looks pretty good. And yeah, you know the drill. You start your Tuesday players first and prioritize the Wednesday players in the starting 11 as well. Those people you want to play for or are playing on Wednesday, prioritize them as well. Then put the others on the bench. So that if you managed to reach this far, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you all guys later. Bye bye.